Commercial break, and I apologize for that, but our sponsors must make us do this in order for us to send people access. So we were at the point of discussing the intelligence and whatnot.
Yes.
One of the questions I have is, like I said, can they interact?
Mm-hmm. Some can, yeah. If it's
with
intelligent.
What I'm thinking is the residual. Can the intelligent one see that this is happening and react with it?
Very possibly, very possibly. I mean, it can use it to its advantage like it can use anything. I mean, you're seeing this horrific, maybe axe murder take place that isn't really happening, it's just a replay. But if there is an intelligent spirit there, it's got your attention, it can use it to its advantage and use it to frighten you or manipulate you, whatever its game is.
Very good. Another question we had that came up online once was something about predating Christianity. We know that happens,
mm-hmm.
and we know that, well, a lot of civilizations like the Egyptians, the Greeks, and that also believe in an afterlife.
Oh yes.
Is it quite possible because that these guys did not know about Christianity and therefore never will? You think that they're stuck here permanently, which is why it could cause such spirits as King Tut to be so violent, because the sucker's stuck here and not up where he said he was going to be.
Well, I think it was pretty much the same. If they had unfinished business, they may not have moved on. Some, I believe, are just sleeping quietly. In other words, they're truly dead. And it's a mystery, but biblically speaking, there will be, in the afterlife, I believe, there will be a chance for people to be educated, you know, according to their system of beliefs. And I mean, it is a mystery. Nobody knows exactly what will happen, but you're right. Anything to do with paranormal did predate Christianity. The Greeks, the word demon meant wise spirit to the Greeks, and they referred to human spirits as shades. Somebody's shade is come back, and obviously the ancient Egyptians had a very thorough belief in the afterlife, and it was almost like car salesmanship. You know, you want to, you know, formal burial, you pay this amount, we'll guarantee it. We'll guarantee your trip into the afterlife. So.
Well, I've already taken my trip to the afterlife quite a few times due to my nurse misery over there, and my good partner here, Deadly Dan. So I know my future. Deadly, while your intestines are hanging out, your brains are. Do you have any questions for Keith over here?
Not that I can think of right now.
He's in extreme pain.
Extreme pain.
Yeah, he's kind of showing his guts. We got any crowd participation? Got any questions for Keith? Got one over there.
Yes.
Why'd you raise your hand if you don't? Any other questions there?
You put the crowd on the spot. I think you should have preempted them.
I'm an evil clown. I don't preempt anything.
Well, I have a comment for you. You've met Linda Blair.
I have met Linda Blair.
Yeah, lovely lady.
She is very beautiful. And I'm saying that, she's getting the knife ready. Yes.
Yeah, Sandra and I had met her too, and she didn't really know what to make of us, actually, when we met her, because we said, well, we're practicing demonologist, and she just looked at us very puzzled, and then she said, but you guys look so clean. You know, maybe if I'd come in looking like you guys, she would have the term demonology. But that's something we've come across with the term demonologist. What it means is we investigate that realm of demons, demonic spirits, and we hopefully use our knowledge to help people as much as possible, people who are being tormented by these types of inhuman spirit entities. But when you first say the word demonology, I think people are more aware now than they were, but I know Ed Warren ran into that a lot. You're a demonologist? Stay away from me. What are you going to do with me? You know?
Now that is one of the cons investigating. Like my wife and myself, we're practicing, and we always have to knock off our shoes to make sure the dirt doesn't come in the house, or bless the spirit to keep it at ease and keep it away from the house.
Yeah, so you take precautions against it following you home.
Yes, but unfortunately sometimes they don't listen to your blessing.
Unwanted hitchhikers, that
or
does
yourself,
happen.
and they still follow us. And I know that for a fact that we've had a couple of them follow us, and just recently, as there might be a couple lingering around you, because our battery equipment went dead from fresh.
That's not the first time this has happened. I've been on many shows where suddenly the equipment starts going haywire, and I think it's the subject matter we're talking about, but the batteries will be zipped, they'll be drained. What can go wrong will go wrong, so it's kind of like Murphy's Law. We just hope Murphy himself isn't following us.
Yeah, no. We're gonna go.
You know, recently I rewatched original Amityville horror.
Oh, the original, yes.
That was based on a true story. I was wondering what you thought of that case.
That's interesting because I did know at least 3 people who were involved in the actual case. I knew George Lutz and Ed and Lorraine Warren. Of course, Ed's passed on now and George Lutz has passed on now, but I wasn't there personally, but from eyewitness accounts, the people that were there, what I gathered that it was an actual event. These things did happen, and of course it was taken into the media and exaggerated, and you know, with the Hollywood special effects and everything. But
Yeah.
I do believe these people were very, very traumatized, and that they were very sincere, and that there was something that, not that something's happening to the family that's living there now. They just sold it for over $1 million again. But in my experience, it takes just the right family or the wrong family to move in, and it will activate these entities for whatever reason. Say if there's small children that the entities could relate to. And first case, in-home case I ever worked on, that seemed to be the case. That it was a 17th, 18th century home, farmhouse in Harrisville, Rhode Island. The family moved in for some reason. It just started attacking them and practically drove them out of their house. In fact, one entity did manifest and told the mother of the household, I will drive you out of this house. I'll drive you out with fiery brooms. I'll drive you out with death and gloom. And I mean, that was pretty horrific. So,
I'll say.
yes, yeah. But the Amityville, yeah, I do believe that things did happen there, and it's based on actual true events. Whatever Hollywood's done with it since.
Hollywood does horrible things for the paranormal investigation.
Oh,
It really
yes,
does.
definitely.
We're going to go to a commercial break, and we're going to come back and talk about your new book coming out.
Great.